Hello everyone, this is Crustalmania and welcome to another week's video. This is the 47th to the 49th week selling results video, I believe. And this kind of 2-week period is an interesting one because this is probably the first time that I sold a card but I wasn't able to ship it out on time via what I accounted for on eBay. I've been pretty busy and honestly have not really had time to really package, ship out this card. And normally I give myself like a 3-day kind of shipping time, and I missed the mark on this one to kind of at least create the label. I did let the buyer know ahead of time that, hey, I've been busy. I'll let you know when I get this card out, and I'll try and get it out as soon as possible. But just know that like I will try and get this card out just to give him like a heads up. I think a day after the card sold, then I reached out to the buyer just to give him a heads up in case that I didn't, meet the required times of shipping. So that's, I guess, a minus, I guess, on eBay, just because normally I make the shipping times, but it's just been pretty busy for me, and I really have not had time to really go kind of into this side of the card space. So I really haven't had time to go to the post office and package the card and go to the post office and drop it off. So this Noctowl card is the last promo card I got from the last card show I went to, and this card sold for about $4, and then after eBay sales tax, transaction fees, and the shipping label fee came out to an eBay net profit of $2.37. Again, I think I paid like $2 for this card, so probably took a loss there if you take into account shipping materials, printer ink, printer paper. And this card I think I had for about $5 originally, but I realized that might be a little too high just because the last one sold for $6, but that was kind of at the boom. And I don't think I started the card at $6 last time. I think I started at $5 and it bid up to $6, so kind of started it off where I thought it was going to sell for again, but then I think this card kind of went down in terms of cost and value, so that's how it goes. But again, I mentioned this in the past few videos. For this video series to continue, a lot of these cards will not be really making a profit. I'll just be kind of selling to sell to make the content for this series, which may not happen in the future because right now I don't really have any other cards for sale. Plus, I don't have the time to do this, and plus my interest in this kind of selling space is not really where it was at kind of the beginning. Not to say that like I was really making any money in the beginning. I think it was kind of a fun kind of experience to do just because I saw like the PE collection videos and he was kind of doing that, so I figured I'd give it a try in terms of doing that. And it does require a decent amount of time, and it does require you to pay attention to like eBay and stuff, and I don't really have enough time to pay attention to eBay as much, and my interests, to be quite honest, are kind of shifting from the card space into like something else that I was a little bit more interested in before. So I'm kind of split between the two interest areas right now, and the card space is kind of going more on the shelf than the other one, because the other one like I'm kind of getting more interested in again. So this has kind of been on the back burner a little bit, which is why I was pretty late in shipping the card, besides being pretty busy, to be quite honest. Like I've not had time to even really check this. Like I was so busy I kind of forgot I even sold this card. So this card definitely was on me in terms of like 1 day late shipping, in terms of 3-day or creating the shipping label. So definitely I've gotten this card out kind of like on time. Would probably been better, but at least it's getting shipped out, and I messaged the buyer within the 3-day period, so at least they know that like it's not going to be they're not wondering like what's happening with the card and messaging me first. I was kind of proactive and I reached out to them first just to let them know, because I figured I was going to be busy, and by the time like I was typing out that message, like I had to do something else that day. So I just had a little bit of time to message them, and then I ran off to do something else during the day. So that's how it goes. Sometimes you miss, but that's just how the process is. But this is the Noctowl promo card. It's a really nice card. I've sold, I don't know, 4 or 5 of these now, I feel like. But anyways, nothing too crazy there in terms of like sales. Again, these cards I may take losses on if I do continue this series. I'm not trying to promote that like you make a bunch of money doing this. There are a bunch of other channels that are actually making profits doing this. This is just my style of, hey, I'm selling cards and this is kind of what it is for me. As if I continue doing this, depending on where my interests lie for other things, because this is kind of starting to become on the back burner. So, you know, anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed these videos so far. I don't know when the next one of these will be, to be quite honest. So we'll see from there. All right, everyone, have a good one. Peace.